Am I the asshole for telling my parent friend that she needs to cook and that is why her daughter isn't eating?
My daughter has a best friend since kindergarten, they are in 7th grade. This year Sarah has gotten quite thin and her mom has come to me saying she isn't eating.
My daughter backed this up and said that she picks at her food at school. I thought it was an eating disorder at the time and told my friend to take her to the doctors. My friend needed to leave for a work trip this week and asked me to watch over her. No big deal, she will stay over for the week. First night I made meatloaf and she ate it.
She didn't get sick. The rest of the week anything I made she would eat no issue.
She even came back for seconds most meals.
At the end of the week she asked me when my food didn't make her sick. Apparently she only eats TV dinners at home which make her feel like crap.
The school food also sometimes makes her sick so she is cautious about it. My guess is there is an allergen in preservative foods. She needs to get that checked out.
I dropped her off and pulled my friend to the side and told her everything.
I told her that she really needs to cook and take her to get her allergy checked out. She was not happy I said this and basically called me a jerk for overstepping. Am I the asshole?
Should I apologize? And she isn't eating because the TV dinners are making her sick.
The solution is her not eating those TV dinners. That means mom has to cook. Mom got defensive because she knows she is being a generally crappy parent in this aspect. She can batch cook, crock pot cook, meal kit cook, or find fresh, pre-made meals. She cannot just let her kids starve or be ill all the time. Can you send food with you daughter, during the week so the kid has a dinner that night? Edit also, the friend came to Op for advice. She literally asked Op for her opinion. Not the asshole.
Your friend left her daughter in your care and you were sharing that she does in fact, eat.
It's going to require more than TV dinners.
People are going to argue in this post how you said it is what makes you the asshole but the facts remain the same. The girl could have digestive issues with processed foods and her health is a priority. Not your friend's feelings.
Not the asshole you fed her daughter which is a standard part of caring for her. And the poor girl learned that home-cooked meals don't make her sick. Let's give mom the absolute benefit of the doubt. Sounds like a single mom who maybe doesn't have a lot of time for cooking.
How about you have Sarah over once a week or so and teach her some basic cooking?
It's not great but it's a step in getting her to put some weight back on which is the biggest priority. Not the asshole.
Why is she upset? Why doesn't she care about her daughter's condition at all and is she calm about the fact that her daughter doesn't eat anything?
No, you didn't overstep. If she doesn't start feeding her child food that she can actually tolerate I would be calling CPS.
That's literal abuse.
Not the asshole.
Kids' health comes first, feelings later.
Fact check. She ate and felt well at your place, didn't elsewhere. You flagged a potential issue, no harm in that. Am I the asshole for refusing to ask my partner if he'll drive my friend to work when I go on maternity leave?
I am currently 7 months pregnant and I give my friend a ride to work. I've been doing this the last year because they lived 3 minutes away from me when I was in my old apartment, and I continued to do the favor when I moved in with my partner.
I'm going on maternity leave next month and my friend has no idea how she is getting to and from work.
She's been trying to figure it out since I found out I was pregnant but she cannot drive. There are no driving schools nearby. The closest one is 2 hours away, and they have no family to help them.
I said I wish I could help more, but giving her rides while I'm on maternity leave but driving with a newborn at 6 a.m. just isn't happening. Today she suggested I ask my partner, my baby's father, if he would drive her, and I said no, I'm not asking. We have to be at work at 6:30 and my partner had to be at work at 7:30. And we live 10/15 of a minute from my friend and our job is 20 minutes away from his job and I'm not making my partner wake up earlier than he normally does to get ready for work and drive my friend to work because she can't find a ride. She made a joke saying that he should because it's his fault that I have to go out of work because he got me pregnant and as a friend she would appreciate the favor. I said I wish we could help but I'm not asking him. She's upset with me because I won't even ask, but I already know my partner will say yes because he has people-pleaser tendencies so I am making the decision for him. Then she brought up how she wouldn't have taken the job that I helped her get if she knew we wouldn't be able to carpool anymore. She figured it out when I couldn't give her rides due to illness or appointments, but now I feel like she's trying to guilt me and keeps insisting I just ask and won't drop it. Am I the asshole? It's so nice to read about someone who protects their partner from being taken advantage of.
Absolutely not the asshole.
You both seem like people pleasers and your friend is so used to taking advantage of you that she has the audacity to expect you to inconvenience your partner so that she can get a ride to the job she has because of you. You might BTA for asking if you're the asshole for not putting yourself and your partner first.
Not the asshole. As parents of a newborn, you will have a lot on both your plates. Neither one of you should be adding to that. Even if you are doing the lion's share of the parenting while he works, having a newborn is just overwhelming and a big adjustment, and he'll also need to be supporting you in your recovery.
He's going to be exhausted and overwhelmed too.
He shouldn't feel pressured to take this on as well. She's an adult. It's time for her to take responsibility for her own transportation. This didn't come out of nowhere. She's had 8 months to prepare for this situation and resolve it.
It's unfortunate that she was not able to do so, but you simply will not be able to continue to be her personal Uber with a newborn at home.
The answer is no. Ass, gas or grass. No one rides for free. Not the asshole. She has a lot of options and none of them are yours. 1. Walk to work. 2. Bike to work. 3. Get a scooter. 4. Bus to work. 5. Uber to work.
6.
Ask the job to give her WFH hours to minimize days she needs to commute.
7. Asking another coworker. None of this is your responsibility to figure out.
Not the asshole. She sounds like a bit of leech, to be honest. She could do driving courses online and likely have you or someone else help with the road time while she's on her permit. This is on her for letting it go until it's at a crisis point.
But maybe that could be the offer. Tell her to get her permit and you or your partner can go driving with her some afternoons so she can build her hours and get a license.
Ultimately though, it's not your problem to solve. You're gonna have a lot more on your plate soon enough. Am I the asshole for exposing my mom's lifelong grudge against me because I was born on the wrong day? I'm 21 male, the middle child of 5 siblings. And I always knew my mom treated me very differently from the rest of my siblings. It caused my parents' marriage to end because my dad made it very clear he wouldn't tolerate her being so different with me.
This was after he tried to figure out why she was so different with me. A few close family knew and said it was PPD from when she had me, that apparently only affected her ability to bond with me and not any of my 4 siblings, just me, the middle kid.
I have a sibling 1 year younger than me and she bonded with her just fine. I was a teenager when I got into a fight with mom one day and she accused me of always hating her and never wanting her to be happy. I asked what the fuck she meant by that and she told me that I had to come on the one day she had other plans. That it was bad enough I was overdue when I was born, but I prevented her from reading a book that released that day that she'd made plans to read months in advance. She told me I just had to be born that day so she was too tired to read it on the release day and she was weeks behind. She said I couldn't even be born normally like my siblings and I was a C-section baby. She told me it fucked her plans so bad and I never seemed to care.
Then she mentioned how much I cried when she was around and how good I did with dad.
She said I made her seem like such a monster and none of my siblings were like that. She told me I clearly always wanted to come between her and dad. She was pretty serious about it too. She said I started fucking her over the day I was born. It really shocked me when she told me all this. At first I didn't want to believe it.
Dad and I even did a DNA test around that time because we were like, maybe she's making up a dumb reason so we won't know she cheated, but I'm definitely dad's kid.
DNA confirmed it.
My relationship with mom is as bad as the day I was born apparently, and I get a hard time from some family friends and extended family members who see me not being close with my mom as me being shitty to her for no reason. They put the bad relationship on me, and at my grandparents' house on Saturday I got so tired of the comments and mom sneering at me the whole time. I exposed what she said to me when I was a teenager and the blame she put on me being born the wrong day for our bad relationship.
Mom half admitted it because she got so angry she verbally lashed out at me.
It created a shit show and some family members think I made a big deal out of nothing, but others were disgusted with mom.
I was told I was wrong to expose her like that. Mom told me I had no business doing that. So I ask, am I the asshole? Not the asshole. She hated you, her own child, for something you couldn't control.
That is bizarre and absolutely wrong from her.
I'm sorry that you have someone like that as a mother, and I hope you have at least a parent figure in your dad.
Do not give 5 cents about anything your mother says anymore.
She doesn't deserve that you care about her.
Not the asshole born on the wrong day? That's a new level of ridiculousness.
You did the right thing exposing her.
At this point you're an adult. Sorry you had a crappy childhood because your mom is insane.
If it would help, I would go no contact with your mom, and keep contact with your siblings and of course your father.
You now know the truth, which is possibly the harshest thing a parent can say to a child. But at least now you know she blames you from the moment you were born that you ruined her life over a book.
That must be a hell of a book.
If it's bothering you, go to therapy.
If not, don't even talk to your mom anymore.
Don't go to events where she's at. Don't invite her to life events and try to keep in contact with your siblings. The family that is on your side because it's true.
Not the asshole, but your mom needs serious therapy and help. Look. Order of the Phoenix was a very important part of cultural history and you were extremely selfish for making her miss it, you demon child. Totally, S. You are not the asshole in any way, shape or form. Not the asshole.
Your mom sounds like a piece of work. Could be PPD, but thinking she was going to get time to read a book before or after your birth was delusional, and it seems she cared more about that than giving a shit about her newborn baby.
She'd have been too tired to read anyway, whether after your birth or not.
And she said you were late, so how'd she think she'd be able to read the book if you came on time?
She's just a shitty parent and your dad was right to have a problem with her treatment of you.
Your family doesn't see all the other things that go on or hear what is said, so their opinions don't matter.
Not the asshole. Jesus Christ, anyone defending your mother here is genuinely unwell. She couldn't read a book on release? Is she a time traveler from the 1950s?
What the hell reasoning is that?
She's completely out of line, and you had every right to expose her. Any family that's mad is only upset because now they'll be exposed for supporting her too. Am I the asshole for taking away my brother's +1 and inviting his girlfriend myself? I kind of know I am the asshole, but I need to know how bad it was. My brother is 29 and has been with Leah for about 2 years. We all like her, she is super nice. I am getting married next April and sent an invite to my brother's apartment. We decided to send invites to households and not individuals.
For example, our aunt received an invite for her family and not for each individual. Last Thursday, we met at my parents' place.
It was just the core family because of some tax reasons, lol. While there, I asked my brother about Leah's dietary restrictions. I know that she is a vegetarian for health reasons and that she cannot have certain raw vegetables. He said that she wasn't going to come and that he was taking his girl best friend, Amanda, instead. Now, their relationship is weird AF. Amanda has always been stringing my brother along, in my opinion. He always denies having feelings for her, but let's be real here.
Amanda would date other guys, blow off my brother, then when things were on the decline with her partners, she would be attached to him again. Her last boyfriend broke up with her right around the time my brother, his then ex-girlfriend, Amanda, and her ex were supposed to travel to Spain.
What did my idiot brother do? Go with Amanda alone because Amanda was uncomfortable with his ex-girlfriend. Obviously, he acted blindsided when his girlfriend broke up with him. I didn't even say anything anymore because it's all so weird. So, when he said that, I asked if Leah already had other plans. But my brother said that Amanda had asked if she could come because it would be an opportunity to finally see the old gang. We were in the same friend group in high school. I told him that I would have invited Amanda if I wanted her there. Amanda is mean and cold. She always makes disparaging comments about other girls.
At every event, around 1 hour in, she will make some sort of scene that either has her running away crying or sitting mad at a table telling everyone to leave her alone, and then making a cryptic comment about something hurting her.
I told my brother I was revoking his +1 and Amanda was not coming to our wedding. He accused me of being misogynistic and bigoted because I don't understand opposite-sex friendships. Which is BS. My husband has a female childhood friend who is his best woman. I love her too and she has been amazing. And she respects fucking boundaries. She always includes me and made a huge effort when I started dating my fiancé to integrate me into the friend group. Anyway, I said my decision was final. He could take it or leave it, but I would be inviting Leah myself because I like her. He screamed at me and told me to keep out of his business. I said to get rid of his weird fucking feelings for Amanda. He is mad at me.
My dad said is none of our deal.
My mom is furious with my brother.
So AITA? Edit. To answer some questions. The invite was addressed to the Smiths.
Funnily enough, Leah had the same last name as us.
Granted, we have one of the most common last names.
Yes, they live together. The tax thing is nothing huge.
My parents have a small business but are really bad at keeping track of all their receipts.
So every month we go and help them. We digitalize the receipts and put them in a bookkeeping software for the accountant.
Amanda is in the comments.
Say hi. Not the asshole. I think bottom line is you don't want Amanda at your wedding because she causes a scene and brings in negative energy. I think you are well within your right to say she is not allowed at the wedding.
You can invite Leah yourself, but by the sounds of your brother's behavior, who knows if they will even still be together by then.
Even if they are, I wouldn't count on her sticking around if he keeps prioritizing Amanda over her.
Not the asshole. Primarily because you say you intentionally did not invite Amanda and that you two no longer get along, despite previously sharing a friend group. He doesn't get to bring someone intentionally not invited to your wedding.
Unfortunately, you can't control his obsession with Amanda, and he likely has to keep destroying relationships before he finally gets that he is prioritizing her over his relationships. Not the asshole.
But just to be safe, tell Leah she is invited even if she isn't with your brother anymore at the time of the wedding because, let's be real here, she can do a lot better and it's just a matter of time before she realizes that and dumps him. Let Leah have A+1 so she can enjoy herself. That would make her feel truly welcome. Your brother is a major asshole, and I don't blame you at all for not wanting his side piece at your wedding.
I also wouldn't blame you if you didn't want him at your wedding.
The end of the post says Amanda saw it.
I want to know what she said about it. I've always been curious how these people would react to reading how shitty they are. Not the asshole.
Rescind brothers and invite Leah instead.
Let her use the +1 at her discretion. So who's going to tell Leah that her boyfriend was going to leave her home to bring his side chick to your wedding? Not the asshole.